Hey everybody, Emma here, also known as 8vinyllow, bringing you all another video. Today's video is going to be a VCLT unboxing, and if you've been following my channel for a while and or other Vinyl Community Love Train unboxings from various other channels, then you have heard of the legend himself, Legendary Jim. This is a package that was on my front porch on Friday when I got home from work, and my weekend was kind of filled up, as is usual with the holidays coming up, but I did want to take time, just got off work, sat down, wanted to take time to open this package up. Around this time of year, Legendary Jim turns into Santa Jim, and as always, it's always a massive surprise to see this sitting on my step. You guys know him. So this is the package that came in the mail, so we're just gonna get right into it and see what Santa Jim sent my way. So got this. As always, we got a note, and this is why you protect your packages, folks, because I definitely cut into this note. So there is you know what I'm talking about. There's the cardboard in there. Why I'm blanking today. But that's why you protect your records. So that was a lesson from Santa Jim. But I'm not going to read this because there are spoilers, so I'm going to move this aside. Hopefully I didn't just screw that up. But hey, these are one takes, these are unboxings, this is how it works. It just is in the moment. So we got some bubble wrap, and let's get to the vinyl. So we're going to move, see, this is what I'm talking about. There we go. We're going to move this off to the side and these off to the side and get into it. First record that we have is... Alright, this is called Foxhall Stax The Coming Collapse, debut album from Washington, D.C. power pop powerhouse. Now, Jim has been getting me into a bunch of modern, so to say, power pop bands, of course, Cheap Trick being my favorite band. I'm sporting Cheap Trick right now, the kings of power pop. And I've been really getting into the things that he's been sending, whether it's Super Crush or a variety of other different bands, Midnight Callers. I hope that they have something coming up. But this is Foxhall Stax, and to be honest, I have not heard of this, which is usually the case, but it looks like a really big lineup. So I am sure that I am absolutely going to dig this record because I will say Jim never disappoints, and I mean that wholeheartedly. I don't just say that seriously. So I am definitely excited to get into that. Feels like there are some more in here. What is this one? All right, this is called The Beths, Expert in a Dying Field, a great guitar rock band from New Zealand. And usually once we get to his note, he'll have some insight on this. So I've not heard of this, I don't think. Maybe I heard a song here and there, but I'm not sure. Expert in the Dying Field, pressed on canary yellow vinyl. So this came out, it looks like, in 2022, so this is a newer release. So I'm definitely anxious to hear Jim's thoughts on this album. I am not familiar with this, nor have I necessarily seen this out and about. So I'm excited to get some insight on that. I don't even know why I just peeked down, but woohoo! More Fountains of Wayne. Fountains of Wayne, Traffic and Weather. Yeah, so this was the Record Store Day Black Friday release, the classic 2007 release on LP for the first time. I was going to say this looked like what just came out for Record Store Day, and it is indeed the Record Store Day release. So, got to put some more Fountains of Wayne in the collection. Fantastic group, and group I know some songs with. A group I somewhat I say, grew up with a little bit. But always really enjoy when I listen to new material from them. And like I said, I probably know some songs off of this, but for whatever reason, off the top of my head, it's not coming to me. So limited to 4,000 copies, Record Store Day release, Fountains of Wayne. I'm excited to dig into this. Absolutely, for sure. So he always absolutely nails my taste. All right, we got, we got The Replacements, Pleased to Meet Me. So The Replacements is a band, you guys know The Replacements, but they're a band that I have probably maybe about has to be 6 months or even a little longer, I really started to dig into in terms of their discography. And I ended up buying their, what are they called? Their Twin Tone box set. But I really would like to have that Sire Albums box set eventually, but this is just an absolute classic album. So I've been holding off. So finally, I have this in the collection, and you can't beat it. 1987, The Replacements. So freaking good. So this is definitely a welcome addition to my growing Replacements collection. So like I said, Jim, he nails it every time. All right, there's a couple more in here. Let's see what else is there. My guy, John Mayall. Talk about that. Now, what year did this come out? So this is not new in the sense of the last couple years, but this did come out in 2016. So when you consider John's entire career in music and discography, this would be definitely considered very, very new. But this is 2016, and this is an album that I have not necessarily, I've streamed it a couple of times, but I haven't listened to straight through, and I don't really know a lot about this. So you guys know how I feel about John Mayall and British blues, and I absolutely adore this man and his contributions to the music world. But yeah, so this is an album, like I said, I'm not familiar with. He is also, Jim, single-handedly built up my John Mayall collection over the last couple of years, so I'm so unbelievably thankful for that because I just love his music. I just never pick it up. I never pick it up because, especially when you go to local record stores where I shop, you know, that either I picked up the albums that they have John Mayall related, or it's ones that I already have, or they're not in great condition. So, you know, you don't see these newer releases of Mayall out and about in your record store, so I usually don't pick them up. So this is another very welcomed addition to the collection. We have John Mayall, of course, Rocky Athas, Greg, I'm going to butcher that name, but he's on bass, AZAB, and then Jay Davenport on drums, with special guest Joe Walsh, and you guys know who that is. So he plays lead guitar on a couple of tracks on this album. So absolutely adore my John Mayall. And I am looking in the camera. I haven't peeked down. You guys have been watching me, but I already know what this album is just from the bright colors, and I'm so excited because surprisingly, another guy that I collect, another major love of mine, musical love of mine, a musician of mine who I've really gotten into over the last couple of years. I don't own this album from him, even though I probably stream this album on my commute to work at least twice a month. And it's going to be Sunshine Rock by Bob Mould. And I wonder if this is the indie exclusive splatter. It might not be, but see what that is. Okay, I have no idea. But yes, I was right. Sunshine Rock, Bob Mould. This is an amazing release from Bob from 2019. Well, anyway, I'm gonna let you stream it. But it's really good. It's, like I said, this is one out of his entire solo discography outside of Workbook that I tend to gravitate towards the most, and I just never picked this up for myself. So another fantastic addition to my collection. Jim nails it again. He nails it again. All right. Let's get into the note because I am curious about the first couple of releases. Obviously, we got Bob, and we got John, and we got The Replacements. If you need my, and Fountains of Wayne, if you need my musical taste in a nutshell, we go from John Mayall to The Replacements to over to Bob Mould, over to Cheap Trick, and back on again. So I'm curious about the Beths and Fox Hill Stacks. So let's get into this note and see what he has to say. And again, I'm probably going to be missing some of this because I absolutely butchered. This thing is dangerous. Okay, it says, "Hi, Emma. Santa Jim reached into his bag of goodies and got you some cool music. First is a power pop band from Washington, and this is cut off, but I'm going to guess DC, called Fox Hall Stacks. The Coming Collapse is their only full-length album. The vinyl, I'm going to assume is because again it's cut off, bottle clear, and was released in 2019. Super stoked to listen to that. Another power pop band is The Best. They are from New Zealand. Expert in a Dying Field was released earlier this year. The vinyl is canary yellow color. The album has received good reviews, so I hope you like it. I gave you Fountains of Wayne album previously. Yes, he did. Here is Traffic and Weather. This came out on Black Friday Record Store Day. This is the first time this album is available on vinyl. The vinyl is orange with black streaks, which is very neat. And he says that he's seen a picture of it and it looks pretty cool. So you can't, people, they have their complaints about colored vinyl and the sound and things like that. That's cool. Get over it. It's cool. It's so cool. I love colored vinyl. I am a colored vinyl. Well, I guess I'm not a freak, but I like it. It's pretty. Next is The Replacements and one of their more famous albums, Pleased to Meet Me, absolute classic. This is a reissue. I think you started getting into The Replacements and this album should fit in nicely. Absolutely. It's John Mayall time. He says, here's one of his later albums. Talk about that. This record was released in 2017. One more Mayall vinyl for your collection. Last is Bob Mould and Sunshine Rock. I hinted to you that I was going to pick this up for you. Since you're really into Bob Mould right now, I know you will appreciate this record. Absolutely, I do. That's all the music. Hope you like everything. Absolutely love it. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, Santa Jim. So, Jim. You know what I'm going to say, but I say it all the time. Thank you so much. Your packages always come at a time where they just come at a really interesting time, and especially during a time where I need a little bit of a pick-me-up. So, Jim, I appreciate you so much. Every time you send something to me or think about me or comment or reach out or just want to talk music, it really does mean a lot to me. So thank you so much. And for all the introductions into all these bands, it's incredible. So thank you so much. Again, go ahead to down to the comments below. And Jim doesn't have a channel, but he makes his rounds in the VC with these kind of these ninja sniper strikes. So go ahead down in the comments below and just say hi to Jim and tell him that that he's awesome and he has a heart of gold and just that sort of thing. So that's all I have for this video. I hope that all of you are doing well and you're staying warm, especially if you're in the Midwest. It's starting to get cold here a little bit. So I will see you guys for my next video. Bye, guys.